Step out for just 1 second.
Okay.
Wait, careful because you're hooked up.
Can I go in now?
Yeah, go in. All right. So here we go. You guys ready?
You're listening to Netflix Movie Reviews with Hannah on ICLU Radio. The movie also had a very New Orleans feel to it, with all the gumbo soup and with words such as bye. Once again, this is Netflix Movie Reviews with Hannah on ICLU Radio, your campus station.
Hannah, well, she's super funny and gregarious and excited. She has a really a lot of passion.
Oh, this is my mom. My mom is creative and easygoing, and she's caring also.
Aww.
Yeah.
Okay. My baby. When Hannah was 2, she was diagnosed with autism, and they told us that she might not talk. And boy, did she break those barriers. So now to watch her do her ICLU radio classes in little studio or little home booth there, it's so fun.
In the summer, I did the Ed Asner camp, and in that Ed Asner camp, we did art projects and music, and it was fun, and it was good, and it felt good to get out of the house, you know, after being cooped up inside for so many months. Well, I usually take the art classes. Well, we do lots of art projects, and I think it's super fun to have that type of outlet because it gives me a chance to connect with the outside world a little bit, you know?
Well, it's just great to have another place that is supportive, and Nava and Matt are fantastic, really supportive.
One of the things that really inspired us to create the center was, we're a blended family. Our 3 autistic sons inspired us to find a place where we could be a family, we could be included, and other families like our own would be welcome and not ever feel like they didn't belong or were asked to leave. One of the main pillars of our center and foundations of our center, I wanted to bring mental health support to our families. If you don't support the foundation of the family first, being the parents, you can't be as good of an advocate for your children.
Any social events that we have are done in this big room, a place where you can just kind of walk around and be yourself and really have fun. Then you have Aviva's Art Room, and Aviva's Art Room it's a place where each kid can be themselves and they can do their own thing artistically and gain that self-confidence that is so needed in life. And our therapy rooms are cozy, they're filled with life. And then you have our media room, which is where we do all of our online classes from.
What we're doing is really just creating a secondary, expanded family. So everyone's part of our family.
We, want to make sure that all of our families get the help that they need, and both in mental health and in the arts. And every dollar that comes in goes towards that goal.
I would tell them thank you for making the Ed Asner Family Center a fun place to be.
I'm seeing a band. The background. Oh, hold on. I know what I did. Just a second.
Poor Steve. He's far from us.
Hang on.
Do you want to?
No, it's still that way. Still that way.
Why am I on? I shouldn't be on the screen right now, I think.
Oh my God, how embarrassing.
So what's going on?
People are watching too. Technical difficulties. Can they hear us? Hey, everybody.
they can.
I'll be back to pick you up in about an hour.
What's going on here?
Come on, Maddie. You're fired as a producer.
What you done?
It's because he has this new computer, and this is what you've been whining about.
Switch cameras.
Holy.
I have whatever's down there on the bottom of the screen. That.
Well, it's not following the switching then.
So, but that's what I have.
That's-
I
There we go.
promise you.
We're
Yay, I apologize for Matt Asner. He does his best.
Wasn't me
And
this time.
you know,
but
he has a lot on his shoulders, and he's the producer, so
yeah, well,
you do your best.
it's a new computer and just working out the bugs.
Yeah.
Working out the bugs. So here
That's
we are.
2021. Everyone, even the huffiest stars are
Mercury.
on
It's
Zoom.
Mercury's in
No, I'm
retrograde.
saying that everyone's on Zoom. And
Yeah.
so we have to deal with technical difficulties.
But here we
in our
are.
new world.
Here we are, and we've changed the name of the show. The name of the show is now The Brady Bunch of Autism.
Going back to our original
Yeah.
titles,
Yeah.
our roots.
So how are you, Nava?
How are you, Matt?
I'm good. I'm all right. I feel okay today.
Yeah.
I was
It's been a hard, well, for me, it's been a hard month.
yeah.
So I'm very slowly getting back into the groove and just like feeling myself again. And today I had a hard day, but you know, we power through
We're okay.
as parents.
We're
as the
here.
Brady Bunch of Autism.
And got my dad vaccinated yesterday
You did. That was awesome.
or a couple days ago.
I'm so glad you did that.
And you
for
did
your
all the
dad.
legwork. Thank you.
I was on the
so-
phone every day.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
But that's done. Thank you.
Yes.
And then let's see what else.
My mom got vaccinated.
Your
too,
mom got
finally. Yeah.
vaccinated.
But she's in a 24-hour facility, so they did them in mass.
Yeah.
And so far, so good. She had the first dose. Ed had the first dose too.
He had the first dose.
Yes,
Moderna.
and so did my friend, who I saw her scroll up on the. It was one of the first.
Really? But I think. Oh my! But I think that you know, we're in an interesting situation here. You know, we're in a situation where every couple of months, every month or two, we have a situation where there's a super spreader type weekend that is going to kind of set us off course. So, you know, this weekend, of course, is Super Bowl, and
it's not worth it. To
Super
me.
Bowl's fun
Even
and
though
exciting.
it is the Kansas City
City Chiefs.
Oh,
It's the
I thought it was
Tampa Bay
Buccaneer.
Buccaneers and the Kansas City Chiefs. But the Kansas City Chiefs are going to win. That's my prediction. And
you hope.
Tom Brady's
Tom
reign
Brady
will be over.
Tom Brady's unstoppable.
Oh no, he's
I've
not.
always liked Tom Brady.
Chiefs won last year. They're going to win this year.
We'll
And
see. Tom knows how to pull out
But
the
listen,
stops at the last minute.
you know,
Although I love
what
Kansas
I
City.
suggest is having a Zoom Super Bowl party, so that you like set yourselves up and watch the game together, but you're on Zoom. What do you think?
I
Sound
hope
good?
people listen to you, but I don't think they're going to.
But well, we'll know.
I think people
We'll know
also
in a
have a
couple
false
weeks.
sense of safety when they get their vaccine, even if it's only the first
That's
one.
true.
And
And
that's
as we talked about last week, the variants are the wild card. That's really the wild
Yeah.
card. That's really
but
what
even
you know,
if you
wild
get
card is.
your vaccine, you should still continue with the
Of course.
COVID compliant rules and wearing a mask. And we were on Shannon's show this morning on
Got
Shannon
my mask.
and
Says
Huh?
dad.
what?
Says dad.
I got that for you.
Yeah, dad.
Shannon and Nancy's show this morning, they were talking about masks, and Shannon had the exact same experience I do, where she had a cloth mask on and she was breathing, and it's like, and she felt like she was hyperventilating. And I was talking to her on the show saying that that's happened to me so many times. And just when I had the kids at the dentist, I had to keep a mask on the whole time, and I kept running to the bathroom and pulling it down because I had the wrong mask on. And Aviva is always telling me to wear the what is the other one called? The 951. And that's what she said. Wear the 951 underneath the cloth one, and it'll push it out. So I'm going to try that next time.
All right, we're going to try that, and we're going to see how it works. So
we have a fun show today.
we have a great show today.
It's a very Brady Bunch of Autism show.
It is. We have one of the Brady Bunches here joining us today.
We have the eldest.
The eldest
bunch.
The eldest bunch.
The pick of the bunch.
So
But let's
Aviva Paskowitz
Let's
is here.
start our show with the Ed Asner Family Center social director and my buddy Chelsea Darnell.
Hey, Chelsea.
Hello.
Hi, Chelsea.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
We're good. Chelsea, you were the host of Movie Chat for the Ed Asner Family Center.
That's correct.
There are two of them. There's one on Saturday and there's one on Sunday, right? Once a month on Sunday.
That is also correct. For this week, for my 1.0 movie chat, tomorrow, which is tomorrow, we'll be discussing the film Easy A. And then
great one.
For 2.0, which is usually we do 2.0 every other Sunday, but we decided to do one this Sunday as well because next Sunday is Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Some of my members have significant others, and I want to give them that space. But this Sunday, we're going to be in my 2.0 group, which is strictly 18 plus, and it's our much more intensive film discussion group. We will be discussing the movie Shutter Island.
Oh, I love that movie.
Okay.
I
Leonardo
love
DiCaprio,
that
right?
movie. And that's
That's a good one.
that's what I love about Movie Chat is that Chelsea was so successful with her first one, but there was some young adults that wanted a more intense film, and so she created a whole nother show that's not for everyone. We've decided that it's not for everyone, but it's for people who really are movie buffs that can handle really intense movies. Some of them scary, some of them really, really intense. Shutter Island's pretty intense. Have you seen it?
I have. Yeah. It's pretty scary.
Yeah, because we have some film aficionados in my movie chat, and that's when I realized that I needed to create a second group.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's Scorsese, right? He directed that?
That is Scorsese, yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then so that's okay. So Saturday night is Easy A. And if you guys want to join that, you write Shelby at teafc.org, and I'm going to put it up on the screen so you have it. And then the next night is the same thing. So if you want to join either one, the Sunday night
for these, so
the Sunday night's a little more of a kind of mature audience. So, but you write Shelby at teafc.org and let her know I want in, and she'll let you in. And it's great. It's great. And a lot of the times you'll be talking about the film, and all of a sudden it'll veer off, and you'll talk about something, that's totally different from the film.
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
And also, just for anyone who's interested in either group, the way I would describe them both is that movie chat, regular movie chat, is for movie lovers, and the movie chat 2.0 is for film buffs.
There we go.
That's who I separate it towards.
All right. And you know what Nava and I've been watching, and we can't get enough of it. And I have to I actually have to tie Nava down to the couch, because she's going to float to the ceiling.
Family show, Matt.
Well, I'm sorry.
Holy.
Aviva's like covering her ears.
She's just turned to stone. She's so embarrassed.
We're watching Outlander, which is really an amazing show.
Honestly, it's kind of like
Amazing
a romance novel come to life.
It's better than that.
but it's really, really well
That's
done.
not doing it justice.
Well, I mean, there are parts of it.
romance
That's
novel?
how they describe it.
But it's not. It's not. It's
Matt's into it.
there's
You're
some,
the only guy who
there's
I met.
a bit more verve to it than,
It
than
is,
a-
and the acting is superb. I
Yeah.
think, especially the lead actor.
yeah, you really like him.
I do. You got to at least see the lead actor to believe it.
So I recommend that. So Chelsea, lots of controversy from the Golden Globes, right? Golden Globes were released a couple days ago. You got the prom. There's some controversy there. You've got some controversy with the Sia film. Let's talk a little bit about that. What's going on?
So long story short, for those who are not aware, Sia, the singer, she made this movie. It's called Music. It's getting a lot of controversy. Well, okay, this is the thing. You will hear that it's getting controversy because they hired a non-autistic actress to play an autistic character.
Mhm.
I don't believe that's why this movie is controversial. And this is going into like really intense territory on my end, because it's like, this is like, we're getting into some like this is going to be like the first time you're going to hear like a pretty crazy theory of mine.
Okay, let's hear it. I'm interested.
A lot of autistic activists will tell you that the reason why this movie is controversial is because it's a non-autistic character, a non-autistic actress playing a non-autistic playing an autistic character. I don't believe that's entirely why, because there have been many movies and TV shows over the years where the actor has been neurotypical and the character was autistic. This movie's getting controversy for one, because when this is the thing, when the show Atypical got called out for its lack of autistic representation, they said, you know what, we'll cast more autistic actors, and that's exactly what they did in season 2.
Yeah.
Good Doctor did something very similar. They had autistic guest stars. Every single thing that has been called out, they've done something to compensate.
Right.
Sia did the complete opposite. And not only did she do the complete opposite, when somebody rose a concern that said, oh, I'm autistic, I don't get any parts, Sia had the audacity to tell this person, maybe you're just a bad actor.
Mm-hmm.
So
And it was really just Sia's lack of empathy to people's concerns. And that's why this movie's getting caught.
She got defensive.
She really attacked a few people on Twitter.
Yeah,
she really, but also our friend Carrie Magro, who was here last week, he made a whole thing, Chelsea, that he was really upset because there's a scene where they do a prone hold where they're laying on top of the girl in one scene, and it really upset him, and he feels like that should either be totally taken out before they put it into the mainstream, or that there should be like a warning that says a prone hold like this can be extremely dangerous, and that it's even led to people who have died.
So it's kind of casually in there, and it's not
yeah,
in there for a plot. There's no plot point.
Well,
that relates
the
to
girl is having like a meltdown, and either I don't know who puts her in that hold, if it's the Kate Hudson character or whoever, but it was very offensive to a lot of autistic self-advocates.
See, that's interesting. I don't know exactly what this scene looks like. It should have a trigger warning. That's out of the question. I'm curious if some of the pressure things works on some people, but not all. Like I don't know exactly what it even looks like. See, this is the problem, and I'm going to get a lot of flack, and I will probably lose a lot of fans for what I am about to say, but please hear me out. You will hear a lot of there's a lot of the opinions about why this movie is not good. I think are from very militant more militant voices in my community, that are like, a neurotypical person should never play an autistic character. It's always offensive. I don't believe that. I think where it really counts is when there's autistic representation behind the scenes. That is actually way more important.
Wow.
And I think that's really what got Sia in trouble, was that she didn't have enough autistic people behind the scenes. If you have autistic people behind the scenes, even if there's no autistic actors, it makes a world of difference.
Right.
I completely agree with you. And this is something that
we were just talking about
I mean, I
last
get in
night.
arguments about this all the time. And one of the big issues for me is if you have only autistic people playing autistic actors playing autistic people, then they're just going to play those parts. And the beauty about acting is that anyone can play any part.
See, there's like it's like a two-sided. It's like two sides of the. I don't know. It's like there's two sides to this,
Right.
Because we want autistic actors to get work and to get parts, but we also don't want autistic actors to be only tied to autistic roles. Like, in other words, like if I were, doing live action stuff, I would not want to be. I'd be happy to be representation for an autistic character, but I wouldn't want to be typecast constantly into that type of role. Nobody wants to be typecast in general. So I think it's actually to say that autistic actors should always play autistic roles. It would be good for more autistic characters to be played by autistic actors, but we also don't want autistic actors to only play those types of roles.
Right.
So where do you draw
so you could say
pigeonholed in one?
You could say autistic actors should just be actors, and they should be going out more, and people should be paying attention to them more. But
I do think that if there's a role where the lead is an autistic actor and they can't cast the lead, then they should at least really make up for it with
of course.
But and it's also like, honestly, the behind the scenes is still more important, even if you cast an autistic actor, if there's no autistic representation behind the scenes, then what's the point?
Right.
Yes. And I think you've got diversity rules now with the Academy. So if you're shooting something and you have to have representation.
Right.
So
and it's more than just diversity, because you could have several people of a marginalized group in a movie, but it could still be offensive. Why? Because it's being written by a non-marginalized group. That's why it's much more important to have inclusion as opposed to diversity. You want inclusion behind the scenes as well as, in your movie or in your TV show, because that way it makes it much more accurate.
And that's what puzzles me right there. That's what puzzles me really. You okay?
Yeah.
That's what puzzles me about the Prom, because it's a Ryan Murphy production, and James Corden, who is straight, plays a gay man in the piece, and he's getting a lot of flack for his over-the-top portrayal of this gay theater guy.
So this is an interesting case because Ryan Murphy is gay. Ryan Murphy is out. He is very much a gay man. There's also other LGBT actors in I think Andrew Rannells is in the movie. Yep. So there is LGBT representation.
There definitely was.
I do think, I don't know, because I'm not in that community, it's not my place to judge. I understand why people would find it offensive. I certainly think it would be extra offensive had the maker of the movie been a straight person.
Yeah,
that would have been very offensive. But because it's Ryan Murphy, I'm not sure what to think, because Ryan Murphy is gay.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
really smart.
It'll be very.
I think Chelsea's really takes it to another level.
Yeah.
Because she grew up in the entertainment world, and so she has such deep-seated knowledge that most people, because that your perspective is like so sophisticated and spot on. That's exactly what you were saying last night.
Exactly, and so we're together with this, sister.
Thank you.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens at the Golden Globes,
Yeah.
which are, I guess, in a couple weeks, to see if this is talked about or if someone wins. It'll just be interesting to see what happens. So we'll
All
be.
I could say is I don't think Sia's movie is gonna win.
No,
no.
Because considering the fact that the Rotten Tomato score is supremely low.
Right.
I think that award will go to The Prom. That's probably what's gonna win.
Well, that
wow.
never stopped the Hollywood Foreign Press before. So
Oh, really?
we'll see. But we'll see. I'm kidding.
Is it virtual?
Uh,
Obviously.
I don't know
No,
what they're gonna do.
I'll tell you what they're doing. So Amy Poehler and Tina Fey are hosting, but there is a caveat. Amy Poehler is going to be filming at, the Beverly Hills Hotel or wherever they usually do the Golden Globes. And then Tina will be filming in New York at the Rainbow Room.
Huh.
Oh my gosh.
All
But
right.
and then will the people get their awards like they did last time in their home, maybe?
So I think they'll do something similar to what the Emmys did. They're going to have they're going to have people presenting at a studio, but a lot of the winners will be at home.
Well, I'll be watching, and so will
Yeah, I
Nava,
love
because
the
I'm
Golden
interested
Globes.
in all this. I'm interested in not only the awards, but I'm interested in how they're going to do it this year, because it's just a strange new world. The Oscars are going to be strange too. So we'll have lots to talk about in the coming months,
Yes,
Chelsea.
definitely.
Absolutely.
So, well, thank you. And tomorrow night, movie chat with Chelsea. They're doing Easy A, and then the next night they're going to be doing Shutter Island. So tune in. Write Shelby at teafc.org and let her know you want to join, and she'll take care of you.
Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
All
Bye,
right.
Charles.
Take
You didn't say hi to Charles.
Was I supposed
You're
to?
just so
That's
silent.
okay.
So our first and actually our next and last guest for the
Yes.
day is someone very near and dear to us in many ways, but it's our daughter, and
Near and dear.
yeah, she's near and dear.
She's my whole life.
Well, that's
She's
just
my
you're just,
everything.
but you're just dramatizing.
She's near and dear. You're near and dear to her, but you're my whole life.
It's Aviva, and Aviva's
Yay.
also our art
Ooh,
director here at the
neat.
center.
Hi,
And
everybody.
I
can you put her
almost
on
hold
our shoulder?
She is. She's on my.
She's not on mine.
She's always on my.
Yeah.
She's the chip on my shoulder.
So, and there's a very
That's
good
funny.
reason we're having her on today, and that is to talk about this couple of new classes that we're starting at
Yes.
the center. We had started a beautiful class, an in-person class that had to be cut short because of COVID, and we
And
wanted
it was
to.
just ramping up, and it was really a magic class with music therapist Judy Langdon and Aviva, and you guys really, what I loved is that every week the kids not only learned something new, but they could take something home with them, and it was really just a beautiful class. And I'm gonna let you talk more about it because you know more than I do. But it is going into the next level. This is like Chelsea's movie chat. It's the art of music 2.0, isn't it?
The Art of Music 2.0 for sure. It's going to be online, so it's going to be a little bit less interactive than how our last class was, but different in a lot of better ways for sure. Our last class, before we went virtual, we were focusing on a few different themes. We were able to get through a few different themes before we started this virtual show that's going to start next Wednesday. But a few themes that we focused on in our past in-person class, we started with learning about all different types of love languages. We learned about learning about music and art through all of our different senses. And every single class, everyone got to take home an art project slash like a song that we wrote or some type of meditation tool. We learned so many different types of tools that you can use in your daily life. And the week coming the week after our class up until our next one, which we are going to be incorporating into our new show, which is going to be so much fun. We are going to be continuing with like having a specific theme every single class. So this upcoming Wednesday, we are going to be focusing on the theme of butterflies and metamorphosis, and it's going to be so much fun. The way the class is going to look is half of the class is going to be about music and kind of incorporating our theme through singing songs and using instruments, and also making a easy instrument with regular old household items. So that'll be the first half, and then transitioning into an art kind of based project. So still focusing on our theme, but making really fun and beautiful crafts, always accessible, whether you are staying at home or able to do a quick trip to the craft store. But we want to make sure that you are having a lot of fun and being able to just be inspired by the music and the arts that we're doing, so that you can expand upon them and continue to be creative at home.
And on Monday, each Monday, you'll get a list of supplies. So like Aviva's and Judy are really going to try to make it so everything is just stuff that you would find normally in your household. Paper towel rolls, toilet paper rolls, stuff like that. So you don't have to say, oh, I don't have what I need, and have to run to Michael's really quick on Wednesday afternoon. So,
and
but
all of the projects are very flexible as well. So even if you don't have those specific materials, we can give other choices of different types of materials that you can use and substitute for those.
And I think one of the greatest things about this class, because I'm,
a businessman,
is, well, I mean, I'm a businessman, but this, you could say that that's not my favorite thing about this class.
Oh yeah, it's my favorite thing because I'm the community person.
It's free.
Yes.
Okay, so every class in our bailiwick, in our program,
our virtual platform,
our virtual platform are free. All of them are free. And you know what? It's important to state this: they're all quality. They're all quality. And the great thing about it is you get to watch this class and take part in this class, and you get to be entertained at the same time. Because
that's what I like even better about this class. You knew I was going to say that.
It's fun and kooky. Costumes will be worn.
Yeah, and the thing is, the reason why, in order to really have this go virtual and really have it be entertaining, there is going to be a cosplay.
How do you say that?
Cosplay.
It's costume.
That's a different language.
Cosplay. There's going to be this
cosplay,
like almost like a variety show type thing.
It'll tie in with the theme. She really wants us to dress like
I
Sailor
really do.
Moon and stuff.
Definitely.
She got a Dorothy costume. So somehow we'll incorporate it into our upcoming.
Oh yeah, we have to do that. But it's to me, it's like when you and Judy are together, it's just such a wonderful, magical event. And right now, to have something to look forward to, but also to be entertained. And this is a show that the entire family can watch together. You can have fun together and laugh and be silly, sing, draw. It really is a family-friendly show, and everyone is welcome. And again, like Matt said, like the businessman said, he's grouchy. He's very grinchy because it is free, like all of our programs.
I love that. I love that. That's a wonderful thing.
Proud of the fact that
no, and I think that's something that we decided when this pandemic hit in March. We said every online class that we have or program that we have is 100% free. And I think we've stuck to that, and I think it's great.
Yeah, and the thing is,
and I don't think there are many people who can say that.
There's so many people who are struggling in these times, and right now, kids need to be entertained. Kids are really just
not just
all people are kids to me. I call my 35-year-old participants kid. I call him kid. I call Steve kid. But it's going to be so much fun. And the other class that we're all looking forward to is Aviva's drawing class on Sundays, which is an in-person class, and that is going to be
Well,
resuming.
It's not just drawing either. We do mostly painting classes, but when seasonal holidays come along, we do start to do crafts based off of those types of holidays that are coming up. But we mainly are focusing on improving our painting skills.
Aviva, what can the art department look forward to in 2021? What is something that we really are excited about, that it's going to be like the culmination of the art program in 2021?
Wow, I'm happy you said that.
Yes.
Mom. Well, we are going to be starting around the beginning of I think it's actually towards the end of 2021. We are going to be having a Ed Asner Family Center art show, and it's going to be incorporating all of our participants that are joining our Sunday classes, or even if you are joining us on our Saturday crafting classes. If you have a collection of art that you have made over the past few years, art that you're really proud of and wanting to show off, we are going to be having an art show, and we're going to be figuring out a lot of the details about the in-person aspect of it. But all of our participants, whoever wants to be a part of the art show, will have their own booth that is going to have their own original artwork displayed up on a wall behind their booth, and then in front of their booth they will be able to sell prints of their art, holiday cards with their art on it. I'm sure we can even work out being able to get their work printed onto even clothing and tote bags even. So just the way that our artists that come to our center can get the recognition that they need, and hopefully fundraise for our center as well.
I think that's something to really look forward to. I know that our good friends, the Novaks, they have an amazing art show every year, and we definitely want to do that here at Asner Family Center art program. The other thing we wanted to talk about with Aviva and Maddie is we have a really exciting campaign going right now, and our
We do.
incredible graphic extraordinaire is Amber Eras, and Amber has created just the most beautiful campaign for us that really is, it's just so important. These are the times that we all need love. We all need to feel loved, and we're taking it, it's your love ed, it's like loved. And so this is a really important campaign, and this is one way you can give back to the center and help us continue to give continue to support our programs, our free programs, our low-cost counseling services, and that is with our Loved campaign. And for $10, a $10 donation, you get to the person of your choice, you get sent a beautiful virtual poem, and with the card. For $25 and up, you get the physical card sent USPS to your designated person, loved one. Can be your grandmother, it can be your
Look at that
brother,
card.
It can be anybody who you love, who you just want to send a beautiful card and do a mitzvah and give back to the Ed Asner Family Center. And it is created by my personal favorite artist, who is going to be in the art show, who I'm very excited about, and he'll be wearing his red beret. We might have to put
favorite artist.
I meant my equally favorite artist, Aviva.
Oh my.
So please reach out and send your love to somebody this Valentine's. You can get more information about the Love campaign at teafc.org.
Yes.
And send a love card. Send somebody you love. It can be your husband, your boyfriend, your husband and your boyfriend.
No, it doesn't have to be a loved one. It doesn't have to be a romantic.
No, it can be a
you
friend.
send it to your friend. Send it to your cousin. I'm going to send.
And this is a really exciting one. You can send it anonymously.
Oh,
yeah.
Like to your secret girlfriend.
I don't know. Anyone.
But
You
I
can
mean,
send it to
it's
anyone,
so sweet.
and
It's
and
so
and they'll be
sweet.
surprised and they'll feel loved,
Yes.
and
yes.
that's important.
And if you want to be extra sweet, there are some opportunities in our campaign to be extra sweet. And just go onto our website, teafc.org, and check it out, and get them in quickly, because some of them are USPS, and we want to get them to you by Valentine's Day.
Yeah. What are you doing for Valentine's Day?
Me?
Yeah.
You should be planning that.
Oh my goodness.
He doesn't celebrate Valentine's. You're the most unromantic man I've ever met.
Just wait.
Oh, okay.
I have something
Surprise.
A little bit.
A surprise. You know, my dad once gave my mom a mop
A
for
mom.
her.
I would never do that to
I
you.
know. I literally bash you over the head with it.
I think my dad bought my mom a vacuum cleaner
I know. She told me.
for
I would
Valentine's Day.
really bash him over the head with that. What guys are? Why would anybody give anybody that? That's just like so.
I don't know. I guess if you need a new vacuum, it's a good opportunity to get that
Really?
gift, and
For a day
It's
that's
an
supposed to be
economical
like
gift, you-
romantic and loving.
sure, yeah.
Okay.
You know,
Try
I
that.
don't want you to work with this old vacuum anymore. I want you to work with this new vacuum, right?
No, I would bash you over the head with that if you gave me that.
I would never
For
do
sure.
that because I value my life. So,
What are you doing for Valentine's Day, Aviva?
I'm going on a camping trip.
Oh,
that's nice.
just you and your sweetie, though.
that's nice.
But I just want to mention to everyone out there that Valentine's Day is not the only day that you can show love to the people around you. I think it is important that everyone should be recognizing and definitely showing people around them that you love them year long. As cheesy as that is, I always appreciate a good quality time moment with my boo and also my friends.
What about your
Very good.
mama?
You're
Oh
fine.
my God. Oh my goodness gracious.
All right.
Of course.
Oh yes, and Steve, of course, Steve is always the optimist. Steve wants us to make sure that we let everyone know that Saint Valentine was killed in a horrible way. So
Please.
that's a very important
Yeah,
statement
let's
that we
end it
have to
on
make
this-
sure.
on the
We're not going to end it on
lightest
that. But well, Aviva, thank you. And do you want to? I mean, we also, one of the things we're going to be doing a lot more virtually at the center. And one of those classes is going to be an acting class that's going to start in a couple of weeks.
You poor thing. He doesn't know the calendar.
It's a
Do
few
you want me
weeks.
to do it?
Yes.
Okay. So we're in February.
Yes.
And so this month we're going to bring back our in-person painting and drawing
Right.
with Aviva
On the 21st.
on the 21st. And then this Tuesday on the 9th is our first return of our LGBTQIA support group. And it's going to be amazing, and it's going to be very safe and very private. And if you're interested in that, you can reach out to Chrissa at TEAFC. Oh, you missed it.
I have
It's right
it right there.
Chrissa at teafc.org. And so we're bringing back our LGBTQIA support group this month. And then in March, we're bringing back the art of music.
The art of music.
The art of music. And what am I forgetting?
The acting.
No, that starts April 8th.
So you got a couple months.
Wow, really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. But I'm so
I have
sorry.
no idea what's
I'm
going
so
on.
sorry. See, we're both getting a little up there. In March, we start our voiceover
Yes.
loop class
That's
with autism mom
Yes.
Holly Dorff. And
That's
I'm
what
so
I
sorry,
meant.
Holly.
That's what I meant.
Well, we are starting an acting our
Yes.
theater class
Yeah.
with the incredible Aretha Sills again of the
That's right.
viola.
Oh, okay. Now I understand what happened.
Yes.
Two things
Anyway,
going on.
we are a little Hetsy brain today because it's Friday and
There's so much going on at the center
Yes.
that, frankly, it's difficult to keep track of.
Yes.
Okay. It's that much. It's that much is going on. So this, she's got all the plans. She knows it.
The plans?
Plans.
Oh, plans, yes.
Plans.
But we are going to have the plans up on the website, so
Yes.
don't worry about it. We both are a little confused today, but
A little bit.
that's
So,
okay. It's Friday. Friday.
Aviva, we'll see you later.
And
Thank
it's
you very
not dry
much.
January anymore, as Steve pointed
not-
out to me.
Not dry January.
Yes. So,
So we
drink
can-
up on Sunday, everyone.
except for me. Except for me.
I shouldn't
So-
say that, right?
But wait, we
That's
got one
inappropriate.
more thing to talk about. So Monday, we lose a very important
Oh,
member of our
stop.
household.
My God, that is so morbid.
Why did
No,
you
it's
end
not.
on that?
It's not morbid. What are you talking about? It's not morbid.
Pandy's going to,
She's going to
dog
school.
therapy
She's
camp
going to school.
she's
It's
work.
not, like,
I know he
leaving
made it seem
permanently.
so morbid.
But
She's going to train.
That's his
I'm
baby.
gonna miss her.
He's gonna miss
I'm
his
gonna miss
baby.
her.
But
She's
just
my
think
baby.
you can sleep in.
Yeah,
We
that's
can watch
true.
Outlander
I haven't.
from bed.
It's going to be
Oh
good.
my God, that sounded X-rated.
It's
I'm
gonna be
sorry,
good.
everyone.
But no, I mean, I'm going to miss her. I am going to miss her.
Yeah, I'm gonna
You
miss
know.
her too. I'm not gonna miss her savagery, but I am gonna miss her, and she's the world's most wonderful doggy.
She's a lamb shark.
And
She'll
and
come back
and
next
come
week.
come in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, she'll be able to kind of be a lot more mellow and
Yes, she's gonna be amazing, and you'll be fine.
yes. So, well, I think we're going to say goodbye until next week. Next week we'll have another Brady Bunch of Autism with all sorts of wonderful stuff to tell you. And until then, I think we can safely say that it's been real.
Okay,
Right.
Thank you for joining us, Aviva.
Thank you, Aviva.
Oh, everyone, have a great weekend and have fun at the Super Bowl. Don't
Go
drink
Chiefs!
too much.
Go Chiefs!
And don't gather.
Keep your seatbelts fastened.
The last 8 months have been incredibly difficult for everyone, and to have a small business, a nonprofit that depends on the interaction and the physicality of being around people.
Yeah.
It's a huge wall that all of a sudden appeared.
For the kids that are really used to having this social interaction, they're really struggling in the COVID kind of lockdown.
We very quickly adapted, and we created online content and virtual content that we decided at the very beginning that we wanted to make for free.
Chelsea Darnell, she runs Movie Chat. She started it at the very beginning of the pandemic, and it was a way for teens all over to connect with each other and talk about movies. I think it's super fun to have that type of outlet because it gives me a chance to connect with the outside world a little bit, you know?
We have kids who are able to have something to look forward to every week and really have this social interaction online with their social club, and that's been really one of our most successful things during this time.
I think that, what I see there is just a great place for people to get support and parents to get some breaks, or caretakers to get a little break.
Month after month, one of the things the parents were really saying is some regression in kids, depression, the social in-person interaction can't be compared to. So we did make the decision to totally outfit the center with COVID compliant plexiglass. And that's one of the things that we fundraise for. I mean, to be able to have these classes for the kids, it's life-changing. We have waiting lists because they're so anxious to have this in-person experience. And we're one of the only essential facilities in the Valley that does in-person classes. People are alone sometimes in their house for weeks and months with their special needs child, and that is incredibly difficult. It's not just about coming in to the center, it's also about having somebody to call, because a lot of the things that I'm doing now during the COVID times is fielding calls from parents who just want to talk and just want to vent and just need somebody to talk to. So I think what we're doing is really just creating a secondary expanded family, so everyone's part of our family.
Right.
So I don't have to come in here